Salutations, everyone. It's your boy Jake back with another real versus fake review. These are the Air Jordan 11 high, well, the mid. You know what I mean? They're not the lows. You guys know what it is. Space Jams, the Space Jams. This is my part 2 video. I felt there's a better version, so I decided, because I had one a long time ago when the original Space Jams came out. When the retro Space Jams came out. So I was like, you know what? Let me get another one, size 12. And compared to my legit size 13. So let's get on with it. Kind of hesitated doing this video because all the stuff I got to take out, the sleeve, yada yada. So let's get on with it. Amazingly, listen, Space Jams are one of the best replicated shoes, especially when it comes to the presentation. They got this thing down to a T. I mean, the only thing that's different right here is the color, the color of the 23. If you look here, you can see the color on this 23 because, they copied it. This is a bright white, and that's like, looks like a grayish type color, but it's not as bright. You know what I mean? But they covered everything, which is like absolutely amazing. I know certain factories, they take that time and effort to, replicate everything almost to the T. Legit shoe is at the top. You can see it's a little older box. So there you go. Sorry about that. You flip that around. You just look and see that everything. You can just see this ring is a little bit bigger on the retail pair. Both rings turn. So while we're at it, we'll take a look at the label. Fake is at the bottom. Retail is at the top. Just take a look. All right, so this is what I don't like doing, especially when I have to go to work in the morning. I gotta do all this sleeve stuff. Sleeve, right? Then, it's more crap you gotta take out after you take off the lid. What's this? I guess they were looking for it. And then you got to take this out. All right. And same here. I take that out. There's this here. While I'm at it, let me take a look at these papers. So on this carbon paper here, of course, it doesn't have that gloss to it. That's the fake one right here. The legit one, even though it's all beat up, it has a certain gloss to it. And the print on the 45 is solid. Where on this one, you can see it's kind of, and I always tell you, man, 11s, wow. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Jeez, that looks good. That looks good. Like, I just did the Space Jam lows, and like, that rep didn't look like this one. You know what I mean? Someone complained when I said like the midsole wasn't as bright as the retail pair. And this is the bright I was talking about. This is a bright white. Wow, that's insane. That's insane. Hey, I give credit where credit is due. I just call it like I see it. People may not like that, but I'm just keeping it real. So now I got to put all this stuff back for video purposes. Yeah, 11s you got to be scary with on the resale market. You really got to be on your toes when it comes to that. because you will get the best of authenticators will have problems with Rep 11s. I've seen and heard reps get passed through the legit checks all the time. So if you don't know what you're looking for, you're in a heap of trouble. At that point, just accept it and it is what it is. All right, so got through all of that. All right. Gee. What a mission. All right, so here we go. Stare down. Now we're comparing size 13 to a size 12. But anyway, just to stare down in this, that's insane. That's insane. Now, you got to remember the size 13 was worn it a few times, and it's old. So the outsole is going to be a little bit different. Slight bulk on the toe, but not that bad. Of course, you guys already know about the orange peel, so I will mention it. It is there. So not as much. You can see it on the toe. So you can see that there. You see those ripples? You see it there? That's what's considered orange peel. So like I said, it's a body shop terminology. When you do a clear coat, base coat, clear coat on the car, depending on your spray gun or the quality of your clear coat, it gets applied and it looks like an orange peel. So that's when it doesn't get applied properly, it looks like orange peel. So you have to wet sand and buff it. So that's when guys have to sit back and you have to wet sand the car and then buff it to even out and give it that nice gloss. Real professional painters don't have to wet sand and buff. You know what I mean? Like that. They can polish the car afterwards, but most of the time when it's applied, boom, it doesn't show. Trust me, I've seen it. I work at a dealership. I see all the collision center work. So, all right, so we get through that. So we're just gonna go through the basic stuff. We're gonna look at the ballistic mesh. Everything is like replicated. So look, got the peak, third spacing, rope laces. The ballistic mesh pattern looks pretty good. It has the that insert here. Take a look at the back. Let's see how that the midsole, if it bulks out a little bit. Let's see how firm the midsole. The midsole is firm. So people, like I say, people like to get mad because of things I point out. But when things are solid, it's solid. Because there's a reason, because there are some that's solid and firm. All right, so we're going to take a look at the backs. The stitching, the embroidering on the 45. That looks pretty good. We'll take a look at the color of the Jumpman. There is a color difference, slight color difference. Looks a little darker, excuse me, on the retail pair. That Jumpman leg looks a little off, right? Take a good look. Look at the retail pair. So that one is just, the embroidering's coming off the stitching, some of the stitching. So look at this one. Let me take a look at the bottom. This is the fake pair, carbon fiber, shank. Looks like there's a difference in that carbon fiber. I'm gonna switch this around so you guys can notice that carbon fiber pattern it's different. From what I'm seeing here, it's a definite difference. See, you can feel all the notches and everything on this one. But this one is actually smooth on the shank. You got to keep that in mind. Yeah, it's a definite difference on that carbon fiber. All right, so now we're gonna take a look at the inside. We basically took a look at the outside, did the 360 even. Oh, we gotta look at this joint right here as well. And they did that pretty well, that joint here. That union between that wraparound. They did a pretty good job. And the thickness. And the thickness of the patent leather is actually really good. All right. This is not the correct insert, so I'm not going to compare them. The shoe tree. So I'm not even going to compare that one. Oh, let me see if I can get this out here. So that is the retail pair insole. See, I actually took this one out of the size 13 fake. And so I don't even know if these are the same. They're actually two different colors. Interesting. Man, when I tell you they replicate these things, man. AJ8 has FT 1213, DSC. Look at that. All you can tell is like it's just a different font. But they even got the adhesive pattern and everything. Absolutely insane. Listen, when I tell you it's scary, that is scary. This is the fake. Look at the footbed, strobe bell stitching. So yeah, it's not going to focus into the stitching, but it's okay. So retail pair, there's no stamp in the footbed, cleaner stitching on the inside. And like I say, this can vary from shoe to shoe, from production. There's always the EU version and there's the stateside version. So please don't get it confused. I know you guys like to skip through videos, but I do put out a couple of gems, you know, little nuggets out there for you. Production date. Is that 4/20/16? And we got the SZ factory. So this could possibly be this one here, an overseas version, because I got this one from consignment store, and most likely that person probably got it from Gold or something like that. This one also says SZ. So if they both say SZ and that one has a stamp in the footbed, then you know that's then that's a no-no. Well, let me get these back in. I'm 14 minutes in. This video's gone way too long. I'm just going to blacklight. I'm not going to weigh them because they're two different sizes. So I don't think that's necessary. But I got to get these back in because I have to go back to work. I have to get ready for work, to be exact. And this is not helping me. These things are sticky. You know what? Since I'm not weighing them and I'm not going to waste time on this video, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So just bear with me. I'm just gonna do this here and get this back in the shoe. This one's easier. All right. So we'll get this in and then we'll be ready to go. All right, so turn off these lights. Get the trusty black light going. And let's see. So we got the typical residue. Outsole glowing. Outsole glows, you got the residue. All right. Third space and everything here. All right. All right. No dash marks, no nothing. Third spacing's glowing. Not as much residue. Take a look at that Jumpman. See that there. So you can see the Jumpman is glowing all under this one. This one, the Jumpman isn't glowing at all. Can you see that? Under the black light. So that's things you gotta look out for. It's the little things when you're legit checking your shoe. And you're gonna see some knucklehead gonna come in the comments and say, who gonna come with a black light and look under my shoe? If somebody try to do that and be like, you better, can I look under your shoe so I can black light and make sure your shoe legit? I'm gonna kick him in their head. Oh gosh, boy, if I had $1 for every person that said that throughout all my videos, I'd be a pretty wealthy man. Well, all right, that's it for this video. Listen, that's one of the best Space Jams I've seen. Listen, this is scary. Other than that orange peel on that leather and a little bit bulk on the toe, that's freaking insane. It's even got the cloudy cap. That's pretty good. That's a better 11, and that's usually one of the top grade 11s. These are the ones you get scared of that might pass through legit checks and stuff like that. If no one really knows the shoe, you will be in trouble. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It's your boy Jake signing out. Appreciate everyone. Peace.